Hey y'all, thinking about moving to the upstate of South Carolina but stuck on whether you want to live at the coast or in the upstate? You're not alone. Every day I have clients coming from places like California and New York and the Midwest trying to figure out where they should plant their roots. Charleston, Myrtle Beach, or the upstate. What's the best choice? Today I'm going to break down the key differences between living by the coast and living in the upstate. So stick around to find out which one is best for you. And if you don't know and need to know more information about the different parts of the upstate, I have a quiz in the comments down below that you can take to tell you which area in the upstate is best for you. So welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Blake Kirsch, your go-to resource for everything real estate in the upstate of South Carolina. Whether you're relocating, moving up, or just curious about the Palmetto State, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into the choice between living at the coast and living in the upstate of South Carolina. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the most important thing, something that's very close to my heart, the community. The differences between the community at the coast of South Carolina and in the upstate of South Carolina. If you're like me, having a close-knit group of people around you is one of the most important things about feeling at home. And the upstate does it better than anywhere else. In places like Greenville and Spartanburg, the community feel is strong. Both cities are growing like crazy, but they still hold that small town charm. You can walk down the Swamp Rabbit Trail or the rail trail in Spartanburg and run into friends almost every day. Take it from me. Last night I was walking my dog Brody around Unity Park and to Pickle Park, and we bumped into several friends while we were walking around. I even bumped into a friend from college and we got a beer real quick at the Commons. This is the kind of tight-knit vibe that you get when you live in the upstate. On the coast, it's a bit more challenging to get that same level of connection. The coastal areas, especially places like Myrtle Beach, can feel more touristy and seasonal, meaning it may be harder to feel like you're in a true community there sometimes. Sure, Charleston is extremely charming and beautiful and obviously a great place to visit, but it's not always the easiest place for new people to break into. The upstate, on the other hand, is known for welcoming people who are ready to get connected with local events and groups and activities. Some things that I can think about right offhand are things like getting connected with a mahjong group in the upstate, getting connected with people who like to play tennis and joining a tennis club like Riverside Tennis Club, or playing pickleball at Pickle Park. These are all things that you can do the day you move here and meet new friends. Now let's talk about convenience. If you love having options and being able to go places quickly for day trips and things like that, the upstate is really hard to beat. Greenville, for example, is super well connected. You're just a short drive from major cities like Spartanburg, Charlotte, Asheville, Atlanta. The interstates here, like Interstate 85 and 26, make it so easy to travel up and down the East Coast or to the beach or anywhere in the mountains, Tennessee. And don't even get me started on travel. With GSP Airport in Greer, you're centrally located to hop on a flight almost anywhere. Charlotte Airport is a quick drive away too, so booking a last-minute trip is no problem. So you can always see if it's cheaper to fly out of GSP or cheaper to drive to Charlotte. You have a lot of options here to be able to travel all over the world for business or for pleasure, or I know for a lot of my clients, so that your family from other parts of the country can come visit you. Plus, the day trip options are endless. You can head to the wineries in Western North Carolina. You can take a quick trip to Asheville or even to Myrtle Beach, all without breaking the bank. What's the best part about all of this? When you live in the upstate, you get the mountains, the lakes, and the beach, all within a short drive. Now let's talk about something that unfortunately is becoming more and more a part of our everyday conversation, and that would be natural disasters like earthquakes and wildfires and hurricanes. In the upstate, we are pretty safe when it comes to these things. Last year, we had a 100-year storm, Hurricane Helene, that blew through here and devastated our area for sure. Here you can have all 4 seasons and enjoy them without having extreme weather that some other areas face. On the coast, especially Charleston, hurricanes and tropical storms are more of a regular concern. If you get a little rain in Charleston, downtown Charleston, you might experience flooding. And even though it's gorgeous down there, you can't ignore that risk. So here in the upstate, we're a little bit more risk adverse, a little bit more impervious to that risk. So it is something to consider when you're choosing between the coast or the upstate. Now, if you're thinking more long-term, the upstate is the place to be. The region is rapidly developing and there's a lot of room to grow here. Spartanburg is currently seeing over $400 million worth of development, and Greenville is adding new amenities all the time. Whether it's Unity Park in Greenville or the new baseball stadium in Spartanburg, there's constant improvement going on. That's huge to someone who wants to see progress in the place that they live. In areas like Charleston, they're pretty developed out. You know, it's harder to come up with a new exciting idea and make it be realized in a short amount of time. In the upstate, we still have space and room to grow and the ability to do that. So, you know, over the last several years, when they said, okay, Spartanburg needs to have a planetarium attached to its library, we didn't have to jump through all these hoops or tear down 20 historical buildings to be able to build it. We had the space to be able to do it immediately. So that's just one thing about the upstate. It's already seeing all these exciting new things that you can enjoy in real time. And now for the most important thing that most people address when they're deciding whether to live on the coast or live in the upstate, and that is the cost of living. The upstate is still far more affordable than many of the coastal areas. For example, you can buy a home in Greenville with beautiful views and modern amenities in a neighborhood maybe like Montebello for under $1 million. Rather, going to Charleston, if you want to have any home of size in the most desirable areas, you're going to be well over $1 million in most cases. We know that. And while prices are climbing, they still haven't seen the sky-high numbers that we see on the coast. So if you're looking for an affordable place to live that still offers high quality of life, the upstate is the way to go. So if you're deciding whether to live on the coast or in the upstate, you definitely have a huge choice to make. The coast is absolutely beautiful. Our coastal cities like Charleston and Mount Pleasant and Myrtle Beach are some of the most exciting places right now in our country. They're seeing an amazing amount of growth, revitalization, and they're really an enjoyable place to live, but it might not be the perfect place for you. If the upstate is the perfect place for you, you have the wonderful option to go to the beach for just a few days and pop right back up without breaking the bank. You can enjoy a beach vacation with your family, you know, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and be back for work on Monday. So really, I like to think of the coast as more of an amenity for the upstate and just one more thing that makes the upstate a great place to live. If you're craving that coastal vibe and you can handle the seasonal crowds and the higher cost of living, Charleston and Myrtle Beach definitely have their charm. But if you're looking for a more affordable, community-driven place to live with lots of modern conveniences and plenty of room to grow, the upstate should be at the top of your list. And hey, let's be real, the only thing we're missing in the upstate is a Buc-ee's. So I guess if you can make the short drive down to the coast to get your beaver nuggets, you can still settle to live in the upstate. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to know more about the specific areas in the upstate of South Carolina, we have lots of videos on their way and already posted about that. If you don't know what part of the upstate is best for you, take the quiz in the comments below and that can help you decide what area to kind of start focusing on. And of course, if you're looking to buy or sell a house in the upstate of South Carolina, give me a call today. Thank you so much.